Welcome to NFL News Update, where touchdowns meet headlines. Stay in the game with the freshest NFL updates. This is your quick dive into football fervor.
Packers Jordan Morgan, not bothered by skeptics of him playing LT. Obviously, you haven't watched film. Short an inch, but not short on confidence, Packers first-round offensive lineman Jordan Morgan has every intention of proving his worth in the NFL at left tackle. The No. 25 overall pick's arms measure out to 32 and 7/8 inches, roughly an inch off the desired cutoff line of 34 most clubs look for in successful left tackles, leading some to wonder if he's a better fit inside guard, a place he never lined up in college. Morgan batted away those concerns during his Friday media availability at Green Bay's rookie minicamp. "I get that a lot, the short arm stuff," he said. "It's like, obviously you haven't watched film. I mean, I use them pretty well. I move people off the ball. I pass set really well, protect the quarterback. I mean, see the stats. It doesn't bother me. I'm just gonna prove everybody wrong." Morgan's body of work so far backs up his desire to protect the blind side, albeit the only sample size is currently against college talent. The 22-year-old played 41 games for the Arizona Wildcats with 37 starts, all of which came at left tackle. In 880 snaps played over the course of his final 2 seasons, Morgan allowed just 3 sacks per PFF, and he finished out his collegiate career by being named first-team All-Pac-12. "I just didn't care about arm length," Morgan said when asked how he found a way to perform without prototypical reach. "I mean, I didn't really think it was a big deal coming into college and hearing about it. They put me at left tackle. They thought I was a great left tackle, and sure enough I was." The transition to the pro game, where every second counts in meeting an oncoming rusher around the edge, will be pivotal for Morgan. He'll require perfection in his form to avoid allowing his shorter-than-standard reach at left tackle to become a noticeable downside. Luckily, development along the offensive line is something at which the Packers excel. They have routinely found gems in later rounds, such as former cornerstone David Bakhtiari, whose arms did measure 34, and, more recently in 2022, Zach Tom, a 4th-rounder like Bakhtiari. Green Bay hadn't taken an offensive lineman on day 1 of the draft since 2011, so the club clearly has a plan in place for Morgan. The Packers list him as an OT on their team roster, and head coach Matt LaFleur had him operating at his usual spot on the first day of rookie camp. Figuring out whether he stays there once veterans join in and once training camp gets underway will play out over the next several months, but for now that's exactly what Morgan intends to do. "I was out there today at left tackle," he said. "I'm trying to show that I'm a true left tackle, show that I can be out there on the edge and protect the quarterback." Patriots passed rusher Matt Judon, ready for return to form after Biceps injury. "I'm out for a vendetta." Most of the attention in New England is on the quarterback position following the drafting of Drake May at No. 3 overall, but defensive stalwart Matt Judon has big plans of his own brewing on the other side of the ball. Judon, who saw a streak of 4 straight Pro Bowls ended in 2023 thanks to a torn biceps, is on the comeback trail looking to show he still has it in his age 32 season. "I'm out for a vendetta," he said Thursday on the Money Down podcast. "I gots to prove, and I got stuff I want to get done in my career. Personally, I'm on all BS all year. I'm about to turn the dial back." Judon was a prize addition by the Pats in 2021. He built off a pair of stellar campaigns with the Ravens by amassing a career-high 12.5 sacks for New England's No. 2 ranked scoring defense, then bested that mark by 3 more sacks in 2022, even as the D fell outside the top 10 in scoring for the first time in 11 seasons, and just the 5th time in Bill Belichick's tenure to that point. The unit's output diminished again in 2023. Judon appeared in just 4 games before tearing his biceps, an early omen to a 4-13 Patriots season that was beset by injuries and poor play, and ultimately resulted in Belichick's departure. Given New England's struggles, the journey back to contention under new head coach Jared Mayo appears an arduous one. But just as Judon, who believes he's back 100%, has a personal goal of performing again among the elite, he foresees the Patriots as a whole hanging tough in 2024. "I know it's not gonna be the same, and we're not gonna be the same Patriots," Judon said. "It's gonna look different. It's gonna feel different. But we're not laying down for nobody. We're not trying to rebuild. It's not a post-apocalypse. We just got a new coach, and Bill Belichick was there for a long time, and he was a great coach. He was great for the organization. He did everything in his power to win championships. But now it's Mayo time to do the exact same thing, as May gets set to duke it out with Jacoby Brissett for the starting QB job on an offense with countless tweaks. The defense should hit the ground running with chemistry despite a changed regime. New England's brass recognized where the needs were, bypassing the defensive side of the ball in the draft on 7 of 8 picks, only spending a 6th rounder on the secondary. The Patriots instead signed back talents like defensive tackle Christian Barmore, safety Kyle Duggar, and pass rushers Anfernee Jennings and Josh Uche. Mayo, just 38, spent the past 5 years coaching the team's linebackers, adding more familiarity, even if the Patriots' culture will inevitably be different in the post-Belichick era. It all presents an opportunity for Judon to seamlessly slide back into his leadership role and perform, and as he says, enact vengeance. Doing so at a high level would behoove the 32-year-old heading into a contract year. If he comes back healthy and like the Judon of old, he could earn another solid deal heading into the latter stages of his career. If the Patriots perform similarly around him, they could kick off a new era with greater success than expected. Chiefs WR Xavier Worthy has planned for playing at lightweight. Understanding your strength. The Chiefs' first-round selection of wide receiver Xavier Worthy created a buzz for Kansas City's offense to finally replace an element vacated 2 years ago by Tyreek Hill, but it's a different speedster the rookie has been studying. Worthy, who weighed in at the NFL Scouting Combine at 165 pounds, and said on Saturday he came to rookie minicamp at 169, told local reporters he's unconcerned by playing with a lighter frame and has tried to take lessons from watching the similarly sized Deshaun Jackson. Just his punt return and his ability to make a play after the catch, Worthy said, how he understood the leverage for deep routes. Jackson, a 3-time Pro Bowler, last played in 2022 at the age of 36. He retired in 2023, having led the NFL on 4 separate occasions in yards per reception. Kansas City's operation became noticeably more methodical, especially last season, sans Hill. In 2023, quarterback Patrick Mahomes' average depth of target was a career-low 7.2 per PFF. In 4 years as a starter with Hill available, Mahomes averaged a depth of 9 yards per target and peaked at 9.9 in 2018. Bringing in a speed maven like Worthy, now the combined record holder with a 4.21 40-yard dash, figures to bump those numbers back up as long he can replicate the success of on-field role models like Jackson. But Worthy isn't content with operating as a one-trick pony. He feels confident making plays at any level of the field. I don't think I took big hits in college. I delivered them, he jokingly said regarding his weight. But nah, I feel like it's not gonna be a problem. I feel like just understanding your strengths and your weaknesses, that's the big thing in the league. Don't obviously go and try to hit a 215-pound linebacker. Just understanding your weight, understanding your strength. D-Jax came in the league at 169 and understood his strengths. So just using your strengths to your strengths. Mahomes, as accurate as he is, will also make a concerted effort like he does with all his pass catchers to keep Worthy out of harm's way. Free agent signee Marquise Brown, plenty fast himself, helps the Chiefs double down on speed in a suddenly rebuilt passing game, while the ever-reliable tight end Travis Kelce seems destined to keep dominating underneath. Those two have found their way for years now in the NFL. Worthy will look to do the same near his current weight while adjusting to a faster, stronger league.